Y'all remember when Donald Trump was in office and he wanted to construct a border wall? And it was many in the Democratic Party that opposed putting up this border wall, right? We all remember this. And because we remember Steve Bannon ripping his own folks off and all that. That's a whole different story. But we know this was Donald Trump's idea. All right. Now let's get into the story. Joe Biden is quietly trying to do an executive order to build that border wall. Yes, an executive order to build that border wall. Mm, mm, mm. I tell you, these people are a trip. The Biden administration says it's using executive power to allow border wall construction in Texas. And remember, they were stopping Donald Trump. Donald Trump was trying to come up with the funding to do this. But I want you to take notice nobody is battling Joe Biden over this. I'm just saying. The Biden administration announced they waived 26 federal laws in South Texas to allow border wall construction on Wednesday, marking the administration's first use of sweeping executive power to pave the way for building more border barriers, a tactic used often during the Trump presidency. And I remember they were doing everything they can to make sure Trump didn't get the funding for it. I remember that too. The Department of Homeland Security posted the announcement on the US Federal Registry with details outlining the construction in Starr County, Texas, which is part of a busy Border Patrol sector seeing high illegal entry. According to government data, about 245,000 illegal entries have been recorded in this region during the current fiscal year. There is presently an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers with roads in the vicinity of the border of the United States in order to prevent unlawful entries into the United States in the projected areas. So, ladies and gentlemen, it goes on. The Clean Air Act, Safe Drinking Water Act, and Endangered Species Act were some of the federal laws waived by the Department of Homeland Security to make way for construction that will use funds from the congressional appropriation in 2019 for the border wall construction. The waivers avoid time consuming reviews and lawsuits challenging violation of environmental laws. Mm-mm-mm. Now, I guess Joe Biden wants to build that wall, right? Although no maps were provided in the announcement, a previous map shared during the gathering of public comments show a piecemeal construction will add up to an additional 20 miles or 32 kilometers to the existing border wall barrier system in the area. The other concern that we have is that area is highly erosive. There's a lot of so it's highly erosive. So they're pointing out the creeks are being cut through and ranch lands, and that leads into the river. So yeah, if you got a lot of people constantly running across the land, yes, that's going to happen. Starr County is home to about 65,000 residents spread over 1,200 square miles. That includes ranch land and part of the lower Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge. Environmental advocates say structures will run through the public lands, habitats of endangered plants and animal species like the ocelots, a spotted wildcat. A plan to build a wall through, they're going to have to bulldoze. Yeah, yeah, they're going to have to do that straight through the heart of the habitat. It will stop wildlife migrations dead in their track. It will destroy huge amounts of wildlife refuge land. And it's a horrific step backwards for the borderlands. All right. So this is a conservationist that works in that area. This is what they're saying. During the Trump administration, about 450 miles or 724 kilometers of barriers were built along the southwest border between 2017 and 2021. Texas Governor Greg Abbott renewed those efforts as part of his ongoing immigration enforcement from the state level after the Biden administration initially halted them at the start of his presidency. The DHS decision on Wednesday contrasts the Biden administration posturing when the proclamation to end the construction on January 20th, 2021 stated building a massive wall that spans the entire southern border is not a serious policy solution. Now this is what Biden said back in 2021, right? But now he already did the executive order to start the construction of the border wall. Mm, mm, mm. US Customs and Border Protection had no immediate comment. So it looks like it's going to be a massive project that's going to be going on. So they're saying that the announcement prompted political debate by the Democratic administration facing an increase of migrants entering through the southern border in recent months, including thousands who entered the US through Eagle Pass at the end of September. And I did a story on that. A border wall is a 14th century solution to a 21st century problem. It will not bolster border security in Starr County. This is U.S. Rep. Henry Cuellar said in a statement. I continue to stand against the wasteful spending of taxpayer dollars in an ineffective border wall. Well, look like it's going to happen, especially if it's been done by executive order or being done by executive order. It's going to happen. So, political proponents of the border wall said the waivers should be used as a launching pad for a shift in policy. After years of denying that a border wall and other physical barriers are effective, the DHS announcement represents a sea change in the administrative thinking. A secure wall is an effective tool for maintaining control of our borders. Dan Stein, president of the Federation for American Immigration Reform, said in a statement. Having made the concessions, the administration needs to immediately begin construction of wall across the border to prevent illegal traffic from simply moving to other areas of the border. So there you have it. I guess the welcome mat is getting old now. So now he wants to block people from coming in here, after putting down Donald Trump for trying to do the same thing. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this one. Mm-mm-mm. You gonna wait for these people to flood in here, and they're unbearable in places like Chicago and New York, and they are committing crimes and everything because you don't really know these people that are coming in here. And now all of a sudden, the Biden administration has done an about face, and now they are suddenly for the border wall. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.